Well, hello. Welcome into all of my coconuts. It feels like it's been a minute. This was what always happens after the weekend. Special shout out to my YouTube coconuts. Welcome in. I promised my son I would do his intro, so this one's for you, Michael. What's up, Coco Michelle friends? How y'all doing today? We are gonna be coloring together. Okay, that one was for you, big boy Michael. So when he watches this back on YouTube, he's a YouTube coconut. So that was for him. All right, we're gonna be doing this. I got a little billboard here. That's kind of cool, so that I can, tell you guys. Can you see that I'm moving it right now? So we don't have to have the mods keep saying the same thing over and over. I did break a nail today. It's devastating, and I can't get in with Katie, so I'm gonna try and keep my left hand off camera because I couldn't even find a band-aid. I couldn't even find a band-aid to cover up my sins. So I'm just out here with a nub looking crazy. But it's cool. It's cool. Welcome in, everybody. We gonna get right into it. This is the page we said we were gonna do last time. Thank God I bookmarked it because I surely forgot all about this. I surely forgot all about that conversation. So, luckily, past Andrea knew future Andrea wasn't going to remember that and bookmarked it. So here we are. Welcome in, welcome in. Where was I yesterday? Yeah. I told the club, I was like, not me falling asleep. Like, I was knocked out. I got one of those little shoulder massages that I saw on TikTok. Yeah. Next thing I know, I wake up and it's the year 3008. So what the hell? What time is it? Super confused. Where am I? Who turned the lights out? It was the same sensation you get when you were a little kid and you fell asleep in the car and then you woke up in your bed and you're like, what the? How did I get in here? That was the same vibe. And I was very much shooketh and I was like, yeah, it's too late. The damage is done. So, yeah, you see me with the little tag? I figured it out in the, like where you can put products, they have billboards now. So I thought I had to like link a product for it to do the little billboard, but I guess not. So my hand always just wants to be on the page because it holds it flat. But I got a nub. I can't show y'all my middle finger. My nail. Devastation. I wanted to show you guys what I colored. I did color this weekend. I posted it already, the coloring card. And it came out so cute. That's the first time in months that I colored by myself. I mean, technically, I am coloring by myself right now. But you know what I mean, without y'all. But look how stinking cute. I'm obsessed. So we got one. Then we got this one we did the time before. We just out here killing them. So, I really liked it. I just had my music on. I was jamming. I was like, wow. This is a sensation I haven't felt in a long time. And I was like energized to do it. Usually when I color by myself, I'll be ready to fall asleep. Which is why I don't do it often if I'm not on live. But I just feel very motivated to color that. So I did. Michael was watching one of the playback sessions on YouTube on the big screen. He's like, I feel bad for the coconuts because they have to comment what they want to see, and I can just ask you in real life because you're right here. I'm like, yeah, I know. But he gonna sit there and be like, you missed the spot. Oh, never mind, you got it. I was like, okay, Let me just teach you right now. Because it's giving troll energy. It's giving troll. Get it together. Don't do me like that. Don't even. By the way, that was rose beige on the skin. And now, let's see what we're gonna do. Yeah, he was definitely throwing shade. Like, poor coconuts. Poor coconuts. I can see this whenever I want in real life. He shaded everybody. We all caught strays for absolutely no reason. He chose violence. Not sure why he's acting like that. He's like, did you tell the chat that you have a kid? I'm like, yes. You're often a topic of conversation. He's like, did you tell him that you have a stepdaughter? I'm like, yes. What? He's like, just asking. Because technically you have 2 kids. I know. I'm aware. I'm aware. So, if he asks, make sure y'all let him know. I'll be talking about him. He always checking me. He's always checking me. For no reason. None whatsoever. And this is potato brown, of course. Does anyone know how to move the box? This box? I think only I can move it. I just scoot it over. Unless, can y'all move it? It's blocking the entire picture. Maybe you got a different setup. Blocking the entire picture. Are we being dramatic, or is it actually blocking the entire picture? Can someone confirm? Dramatic, okay, just checking. All right. Just checking. I'll move it around as it gets in the way, you know? As we move around the page, I'll move that, you know? Can y'all see it right there? For me, I have a notice right there, but if you guys don't have anything right there, then I could put it there. Okay, perfect. I got a notice right there, so as long as it's not in y'all's way, I'm cool. Today's day 1, so we'll move her around, we'll adjust. But hopefully this will alleviate some of the questions in the chat. So we can talk about other things other than where did I get the coloring book and where did I get the art supplies, you know? We can get to the real discussion topics. I don't really have anything to talk about yet, but sometimes I'm knee deep in a story from my child and then somebody comes and says, where'd you get that coloring book? And I gotta break character and answer the question. So here we go. People, yeah, that's true. People will still ask. That's true. But I will feel zero obligation to answer. Because now, you doing too much. We got a whole billboard. It's literally called the billboard. I have decorated for Christmas. I still need to convince my husband to put the lights up outside. I did not know that the neighborhood that we moved into, they take this very seriously. The house on the corner, I never ever seen anything like it. And I'm not even going to compete. Y'all got it. I would just like to participate. Good old participation trophy is good enough for me. It's giving very much Candy Cane Lane. Have you seen it? I watched it 3 times already. This is what happens when you try and watch a little movie by yourself. And then the kids come home and they want to watch it. And then your husband only saw part of it, so then you got to start the whole thing over. So I've seen it 3 times now. I thought it was cute. I liked it a lot. It's giving fully produced. It's giving fully produced. It was a step above, your typical Hallmark, It was something a little more produced than that, and I enjoyed it. I did. But that's how the houses on my street are looking. I was like, oh, I don't want anybody knocking on my door asking where my frosty is to put on the roof, I don't want any of those problems. Thank you. So, but inside the house is decorated. And that's because that's my responsibility. If I wasn't a whole 5'1.5", I would have been out there doing it myself. But Mr. Coco been extra busy. And my back, y'all, it was flared up so bad. I had a doctor's appointment this morning. I walked in looking crazy. She's like, why are you walking like that? I'm like what? Like that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want any problems. I don't want any problems, okay? I got sciatica. It's hard being a prince-sized princess. Hello. I'm definitely gonna let Mr. Coco do it. All the back issue coconuts, rise. I stand in solidarity with you. Actually, I sit in solidarity because my back hurts. I'm not coloring because I'm thinking what color I want to do right now. I'm in deep thoughts. Oh, your shoulders. I do that too, because I'm hunched over coloring all day. Yeah, that's why I got that little massager that had me knocked out on the couch. That's why I was absent from class yesterday, okay? Got that little massage going. Woke up in the next dimension. Confused. Stuttering. I had no idea. But I can't tell if it's helping me or hurting me, though, because I woke up sore. I definitely abused it, though, because I fell asleep with it. So I think it was literally just beating my ass in my sleep. So that was my fault. But it gets in there. It's very serious. Like, I feel like if I was more delicate, I would have been bruised when I woke up. Luckily, I'm a strong, independent black woman who don't need no man. Okay? Yeah, the lip is eating already. It's eating. Oh, damn, I did not tell y'all the colors. All right, the bottom lip is R12 Rose. What's that say? Rose Bouvard. Okay. And then the top lip is Pink Mauve R27 by Ohuhu. I've been getting hit with once you make one TikTok purchase, you break that seal, don't do it. Don't do it. Trigger finger, happy as hell. If I even am remotely interested, I'm checking out. Should have never did that. Should have never did that. I got a foot massager, a back massager. I got that LED skin thing. I must be stopped. That's it. Those are my Christmas gifts. That's it. What's my opinion on the crisscross chair? I don't really have an opinion on it. I know the way my sciatica is set up, it can never be me. It can never be me. Crisscross in a chair, I'm asking for it. I'm asking for all the smoke. But it's cute. I ain't sat crisscross since the 90s. And I ain't going back. I ain't going back. Body glaze ad. And everyone's ads be so different. Like, I just need to swipe as soon as somebody got a little product pinned, because I don't need this in my life. I don't need it. Crisscross, that sounds like that's where I'll be for the rest of my life. If I crisscross in that chair, that's where you're going to find me. There will be no uncrissing this cross once it's done. Period. Okay. I think I'm going to do her hair next. I'm having a hard time seeing her differently than the way I've already colored her. So that's why it's giving me pause. And my legs are too short and too thick to even cross like a young lady. It just looked like it cross about around the calf area. It don't go all the way over, you know. I do the Princess Diaries ankle cross. That's what I do. I don't even try. All right. I see people sitting sitting with their legs crossed all day. I'm like, it must be comfortable. It must be. Because those legs be crossed. The ladies' legs be crossed. I'm like, maybe one day. As far as today, no ma'am. We must release ourselves from the ginger shackles. I just don't think today is going to be the day we do that. I think she's just supposed to be ginger. Hands crossed, rubbing my feet together as we speak. Listen, I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Blonde is interesting. We ain't done a blondie in a minute. Let's do it. How do I do blonde again? I'm new here. All right. Can the chat please advise how to color blonde? Y'all be knowing how to color better than me these days. I need to start asking y'all questions. I see what y'all posting. Okay. This could be interesting as the first layer, so let's do that. I wasn't even really taking suggestions. I was about to do ginger. Like, I was set on it. And then that just caught my eye. And I said, okay, fine. All right. So I'm going to start with cream and see where this leads me. The important thing to know about blonde is it is not yellow as so much as it is beige. It is tan. It is cream yellow. From my understanding, people pay a lot of money to not have their blonde come out yellow. So we follow suit. It's going to have yellow undertones because it's a marker. But Bree with the denim suggestion. I'm going to switch gears. We're going to do denim froze. We're going to do a denim fro. So this is cream. This is color YR240. And this is going to be the first layer. This is going to be the lightest and brightest layer. Of course, with the exception of the white highlights we do. And I'm just doing the Cocoa curl method. C-shaped. C for cocoa. C for curl. And as this dries down, it becomes a little more neutral, not so bright yellow. And this is the color cream once again. And I'm just changing the direction of the curl with the direction the hair is falling. You know, I try and put a few guides in here. So as you guys are out west trying to fill in your froze, you know, you have a little northern star to follow. What is that sound I'm hearing? A dog? I don't like the way that dog sounds. Alright. So I put in, Sarah asked, how do we tell the direction that the hair is falling? I put in some guidelines, but you can just kind of think about, it's hard to say because like this is how my mind works, so it's not necessarily gonna make sense, but you can just think about like a fuzzy ball and think about which way it would fall, and like the direction of her head. So like from here over, the hair is going this way, and then it will start to go this way on this side. But I try to put some guides in so it's not too much of a mystery of the way I would recommend you draw the color, the curled pattern, you know? Yep, the coat is meant to look like Sherpa, so we'll definitely do that. We shall. I want this coat in real life. I found one on Macage. Is it Macage? Macage? Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. MACKAGE. They have this really cute double collar, like aviator jacket with the Sherpa. And I would love it. And it's stunning. And it's $4,000. So it will remain exactly where it is right now in my hopes and dreams. I said to my husband, he's like, oh, that's nice. I was like, yeah, I really like it. He was like, yeah, that's really nice. That's the keep dreaming. The keep dreaming acknowledgement. Okay? I don't got it like that at all. At all. I didn't even need to be on that site. Minding rich people's business, that's what you get. Okay? Stay off those sites. I really went for the like regular puffer jacket with the fur collar, but it's real fur, so I don't want it anymore. And that one was $1,000, which is not bad for a winter coat that you'll wear over and over again. But $4K for a fashion jacket, like that really ain't, you're not gonna wear that in the store. You're not really going to do much with that. So, I had to let it go. Alright. Hi, Zayla. I missed the first part, but can you please say hi, Zayla? Hi, Zayla. I enjoy coloring, but watching you has really inspired my love for. Oh, I love it. Thank you. Let me say hi to that chair. Look at the chair trying to rally for the people. All right, I'm testing out some deeper. So both of these could work. You could use Deep Cream, which is Y230, or you could use Brick Beige, which is E210, as your next layer. So this is going to deepen and kind of neutralize this blonde to make it a little more ashy. If you can see that. Both colors will work. Any kind of like oatmealish color will do well here. You know. I do make journals, my love. I make all kinds of journals. They're all on the site. Alright. Throwing that in. Following the same pattern as the initial layer. Just leaving a few more gaps. Not being as full coverage so some of that first layer can peek through, you know? Thank you, Eva. Alright. Do we have a lot of people in here? No, this is like a normal amount. Why do you swiggle when you color? Does it help it look realistic? Can you define swiggle for me so I can answer your question properly? Because I don't know if I'm interpreting that right. Hey, Sasha, welcome. Yeah, I'm drawing in the curls, if that's what you mean by swiggle. Yeah, that's to draw in the curls. If I just were to color it in solid, then it wouldn't have the texture that I'm going for. So I do these motions to mimic the patterns that actual curls do. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, it's giving. She's a natural blonde. It's giving. Maybe she's born with that. Okay. So now I need like one more deep color. Should I try khaki? The chat is wild. I'm trying to pull this one marker. That's one thing about having my setup with the markers upright is that when there's a marker on the bottom, it has the weight of all the other markers on top. And then it acts like it can't come out. And I don't like that. Especially when I'm on live trying to embarrass me from my friends. All right, I'm checking out. Good night, y'all. Bye, Sarah. All right. So now this is khaki. And I'm going to go in and do the shading just in the areas that I want to hit with a little dimension. Because we want the overall lightness, like the hair to have like a lightness to it, I'm not going to do too much with the shading. I'm just going to put it sporadically so that we get the dimension without it being dark. You know what I'm saying? So I used cream, then I used dark or cream, then deep cream, and now khaki. Okay. And that's the blonde combo I'm using tonight. You're welcome. Scoot you guys over. Adding that in. Spot by spot. And this will fade to a lighter color as well, but still, you want to be a little careful not to make it too heavy on the shading if you want it to have that light kind of blonde look to it. Okay, so I think I'm going to do the rest of my shading with colored pencil. So I'm going to use burnt ochre. It's like rubbing off. I can barely see it these days. Sorry, I'm going to pause y'all so I can turn my brightness up. Sorry. I couldn't see. My phone, after a certain time, it dims automatically. And then I can't see. Alright, so this is burnt ochre. And I'm just gonna kind of add in. I don't love this though. It's giving too much honey. And I don't know if I want that. So I don't know if I have the right color in colored pencil for what I'm trying to do. So we may have to just do the best we can with what we got. Ooh, ginger root. What color is ginger root? Oh, it's a very light color, but a stunning color nonetheless. A stunning color nonetheless. It's kind of like the perfect color. It's just not going to add anything, so I'm not going to waste my time with that. Let's see what light umber is giving. Because this one is kind of a taupey undertone. Yeah, that's better. That's much better. So I'm going to give this a good sharpen. You know, I love the sharpener. All right. And I'm just adding in dimension. And I'm using really loose, nothing too crazy, just reinforcing that dimension, that texture that we already laid in there with the khaki, giving it that extra layer of oomph, oomph, oomph. Juice, juice. And then we'll go in and start finding some highlights. The thing about the highlights on light hair, they don't pop as much. So the way you can think about it is you see a lot of shadows in light hair and you see a lot of shine in dark hair. That's why when you see someone with a 30-inch bust down jet black, it looks really silky and shiny. But if they do it in blonde, you're not going to see that shine bounce off as brightly because the color is lighter, so the contrast is not as great. That makes sense? Y'all really talking about the jacket and boots, and I'm trying to explain to y'all about the hair shine. Y'all be missing the lesson, then y'all be the same people that come back like, how did you do the hair? You was talking about the boots. Stay focused. All right. So now I'm going to go in with my white mini Posca and start Adding in some highlights. And again, the highlights are not going to have as much contrast. So I'm focusing on the areas that are darker to apply the highlights. Because me doing the highlight in the light parts, as you can see, not much reward. Sometimes I gotta get the coconuts in line, pay attention. I also want to know what the coconuts at my house are doing, because why do I hear doors opening and closing when they're supposed to be in bed? Children. I'll keep one ear out for that. In case I gotta get up and see, hey, get back in bed. Alright. Stunning, cute, love it. It's eating. I know I'm not gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna come back multiple times, but it's giving what it needs to give right now. So, let's move on. Oh, her necklace got kind of colored in, so I'm going to use colored pencil for that, because colored pencil can go on top of a marker. So I'm going to put yellow in for the base, so it has that golden undertone. Come in on top with the brown. And then hit it with the shine. And then add in a little drop shadow. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, quick and easy. So, I saw someone say denim, of course, and the only reason why I'm think I'll entertain that is because I already did like a burgundy version of it. There's something about the denim with the blonde makes sense to me. With the Sherpa, it's kind of cute. Denim, is this your time? Denim gang, stand up. Is this the moment? It's happening. It's happening. Denim, our time is now. Rise. Rise. Alright, I'm pretty sure light blue is the color that I use for denims. Let me snatch that out. It is. It is. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Obsessed already. It's giving. Listen, you guys say denim enough times, eventually it's gonna have to be denim. Okay? I wake up out my sleep in a cold sweat saying, denim, sunset, ombre. Okay? It's in my subconscious. It was gonna happen. It was gonna happen. Yeah, the fur definitely will be white or like a cream. It will be light. The color number is B250, light blue by Ohuhu. Yo, Ohuhu is sending me something else. They were like, hello. They're finally trying to acknowledge me. It's not a check though. But they're sending me some new goodies, so we'll get to play with that. They also are going to send me a bamboo organizer. They said it's out of stock, but they're going to send it to me. And I was like, is this shade? Did my coconuts tell you that I have all of my markers in a cardboard box? Because they're lying. They're liars. That was one time. I got it together. I don't even know where I would put that big old bamboo thing. I'm going to find it, though. I'm going to find it. Not one time. Okay. I'm going to leave y'all. Yeah, because when I first moved out of the old place into the new place, the markers were hanging out in an Amazon box. But listen, times are hard, okay? Everything can't make it on the to-do list every day. Some things gotta wait. And that was one of them. But I would like to check. I would like a check. I'll prime them up for that. I'm like, hey girl. I know y'all see the coconuts showing up and showing out all year long. Where's the check? And more importantly, where's the collaboration? Because I see how you've been naming the colors. And enough is enough. Enough is enough. Let me help you. Let me help you. I beg. Alright, let's scoochity scooch. So now I'm going to take my coconut. Thank you for the gift. Stunning. I do not sell the markers. But as my billboard says right here, they are linked in my bio if you want to buy them from my Amazon storefront. So I can get me 2 shillings to rub together. Okay? For 14 cents a day, you can help an artist continue coloring on live for a living. Thank you. This is Light Cerulean Blue by Prismacolor. Hey, Aaron Girl. Towards the red marker replacement, yes. I must start the GoFundMe for the red marker replacement. It needs to be ongoing because they will continue to get stolen by my son. For each one we replace, we will also need a replacement for the replacement. Because I can assure you he has no idea where it is right now, if I were to ask him. He'd be dazed and confused. What red marker? He's never thought about that red marker again. His new thing is his friend made him a bracelet out of rubber bands. So now that's his new thing. His friend made him a bracelet out of rubber bands. And then he brought it home and was like, this is so special because my friend made it for me. And then maybe 8 minutes later, I look over it and it's completely taken apart. I'm like, why did you do that? He said, because I want to put it back together. I said, do you know how to put that back together? No. Can you search on YouTube how to put this back together? Okay, so what was the thought process? How you were just gonna take it apart and then take it from there? Okay, that's fine. We go. Jamila with the announcement. We joking here. So he took it all apart. Couldn't put it back together. Started popping the rubber bands, losing the rubber bands. You know, we're going to find them everywhere for the rest of our lives. So he woke up having a meltdown today. Like, I've lost so many rubber bands from my bracelet that I can't make it long enough to fit around my wrist. So I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what to tell you. This feels like a life lesson. This feels like one of those moments where you go, alas, when someone gives me something, I shouldn't completely deconstruct it with absolutely no guidance on how to put it back together. So that was my take on it. And then my husband drops him off at school, comes home with a big thing of like 1,000 rubber bands in different colors. What's this? He was like, he said in the car that he took apart the bracelet that his friend gave him, so he needed more rubber bands. 1,000? My good sir? This could have been a good learning opportunity. So then, of course, he comes home. He's all excited. And the last I saw, I was like, I'm going upstairs. I had to go live. And there was just an array of hundreds of multicolored rubber bands all across the kitchen floor. I was like, yeah, you're gonna have to clean that up. You're gonna have to clean that up. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come down with my hand vac and you're gonna have no rubber bands. Okay? You're gonna have nothing. So whatever you don't want vacked up in the morning, I suggest you pick it up tonight. Thank you. And you could just see the stress. The stress. He's looking around. He's like, I'm too far gone. I'm too far gone. I should have never did this. So, who knows? As we speak, he may be down there with those little fingers, still trying to pick up those little rubber bands. I don't know. I do not know. I was like, me? I have things to do. I'm out. I am out. He liked to take advantage of his little stature and his cuteness. Coming in, how am I supposed to do these tricks with my soccer ball with these little toesies? Get out. Because I know you're trying to set me up for something. Can't make eye contact. That's how my husband got. You can't engage. You can't go down that path once he starts talking about, oh, I just wish that I had some rubber bands so I could fix. Don't engage. Don't engage. Change the subject. Move on. You're about to get set up. But I feel like they're in cahoots. They're in cahoots. This is my white Prismacolor color pencil, by the way. My cousin had bands a few months ago and I'm still finding them. See? I know. I'm doomed. I'm also like, hey, Dad, did you check to see if, I don't know, maybe Santa wanted to pick that up for him? He's like, I'm not calling Santa for nothing. I'm like, okay, great. Glad we're aligned. He goes to Target and buys 6 books and just had them on the counter. I'm like, are those from Santa or what's happening? He was like, no, he said he was running out of books to read. Do you know how December works? You don't give these kids nothing until December 25th. Are you crazy? Not even a pair of socks until the 25th. It goes under the tree. Under the tree. Don't be ridiculous. Not a care in the world. Not one. Fine. Why do I feel like I hear my son? Like, what's all that movement I'm hearing? Oh, I hear my husband. He's taking care of it. I'm like, hello? I thought he was at the gym. Good old hubby. Yeah, Mikey was about to come see me. Like, I heard what you said about me on the live. I want no problems. Just adding in a little shadow. So cute. Now what color for the shirt? Oh my god. I feel like coloring is a good exercise for many of the coconuts because what it teaches you is to be present. It teaches you to be present. It teaches you to be able to think about one thing at a time. You know? While you're coloring the jacket, think about coloring the jacket. You know? Don't think about what you're going to color next. Don't think about what bills you got to pay. What's on your to-do list tomorrow. Just think about coloring the jacket. And also think about how you speak to me. I don't like when people tell me what to do. I am leaving it white. I'm just shading it. Relax. Where are the P's and Q's? Where are the P's and Q's? But yeah, as I was saying, be present. It's good for your mental health. It's therapeutic. And we'll get there when we get there. All right. It's looking real cute. All right. I'm gonna take this colored pencil. This is light gray by Amazon Basics. I'm just trying to add some texture into my shading. And also cleaning up the edges. She may be 5'1.5", but she a pistol, y'all. Aren't the short girls always pistols? Isn't that like how that works? It's always us. Michael's best friend's mom, she's shorter than me. She's shorter than me. And she does not play at all. That's my girl. She is not playing with these kids at all. No funny business. Cut it out. And I love to see it. Casey coming in with the since day one. Thank you. Verification. I am spicy in real life. Casey has known me since 5th grade. Okay? Speak on it. I have always had these issues. You know? Character development. I don't be playing with people 4'11". Listen. You just gotta watch out for the little ones. Gots to. I wonder why that is. You know, little man complex, little Napoleon complex. I feel like I wasn't always short though. Like, at one point I started being short. But in my childhood I was spicy and I was the same height as everybody else. It's just that I stopped growing when everyone else started to grow. That was my bad. I didn't get the memo. I was like, oh, I thought we was gonna stop here. Y'all just kept going. Okay. I'll see y'all next time. I'll see you next time. And I was always spicy. All right. I think I know what I want to do here. I'm just confused about the boots. If I do the pants, the color I want to do them. I'm not telling y'all nothing because y'all already was bossing me around. So now I got to keep secrets. And y'all just got to see when you see. You see what happens when you break the trust in the family? Now I got to keep secrets. Okay? Y'all got to talk to me nicely. Plaid pants and yellow or red boots. That's a setup. That's a setup. And don't try and guess in the chat, because you're wrong. And if you're right, I'm not telling you. Okay? They can't help it. They can't help it. Ta-da! It's Olive. It's Olive. I still wanted to have fall vibes, so this seemed like a good compromise. And then I'll do like a chocolate boot. Okay? Stunning. You want it to be olive denim? We can do olive denim. I'm nervous for the olive. That's because you don't got no taste. There's nothing to worry about, baby. That's why I'm the one coloring her. So you just relax and enjoy the show. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Oh, are these babies? I got to be careful. I got to be careful. Like Cardi B said, be careful with me. Okay? Be careful with me. You know? I'm gonna do another coat. Anywhere I see light patches, I'll just run over it a little bit more. And then once it dries down, it will be a lot more flat and even. Okay, and the color I used for that was GY8, Petite Pois. I think we found out that means little P in Francais. Let that dry down a little bit. And then I'm gonna get my colored pencils lined up. We bilingual. We bilingual. Bilingual. I just wanted to dry a little bit. All right. Now, let me test it out. Okay, we're good to go. This is Lime Peel by Prismacolor. Stunning, perfect match. We love to see it. We love to see it. Now, I'm going to go in with Olive Green by Prismacolor to start to add a little dimension and shading. I saw people saying to do the pants leather. I am not going to do that because the boots are going to be leather, and that's going to be a little too much shining, you know. It's not going to be the same effect. And also the thought of a leather boot over a leather pant, it's not sitting right with my spirit. Just as a fashion student, you know, it ain't sitting right on my spirit. Let's see what this is giving. Just a little highlight. Very subtle. That's what I was going for. We want highlight, we don't want sheen. And this is the color Cream by Prismacolor. Not at Foot Fungus. Some of y'all usernames are very unique. Yeah, color pencils over marker is a vibe. It's a vibe. Welcome to this side of coloring TikTok. It does something. It does all the right things. All the right things. And it can even things out, and it can also hide your sins. Okay? You make a little boo-boo. No, you didn't. Prismacolor is the quicker picker, cleaner rubber. Okay? Blends it all the way out. Here. Gooch magooch. I'm gonna shade this whole leg to show dimension and show that it is further away from the viewer. And then I want to sharpen it a little bit more. Boom, boom. Long hair. What? Thank you. But does marker go over colored pencil? It doesn't. Not properly. Not properly. You can, but it's going to smear everything below it, and it can kind of mess up your colored pencil. I mean, mess up your marker. I've done it in the past for like little, like quick little things, but it can like kind of coat your marker in a little bit of a waxy layer. And it's not gonna be the same effect. So think about it like the marker ink sinks into the paper, whereas the colored pencil sits on top of the paper. So if you put colored pencil down first, the ink can't sink into the paper, and it just sits on top of the colored pencil. So you could actually kind of like wipe it off sometimes. It's kind of like, you know, when you use one of those pens on like a slick surface and it doesn't stick, it will kind of have that effect. All right. It's giving. This feels like early fall vibes, you know? Do I do any horror coloring? No. Yeah, it does mess up your nice writing. That's the worst. I hate that. And then it's all smeared. And then, of course, the smear doesn't want to wipe off. It's like you were just coming off so easily, but now you're going to stain the smear. Okay, fine. Activating. I use rose beige for the skin. Alright. So, I'm just giving it a gander to see what I'm thinking for the boots. I know that it's the perfect lip. It's the perfect lip. If I could do my lips the way that I color lips, y'all wouldn't be able to tell me nothing. I would not be here coloring. I would be somewhere as a lip model, okay? Touring the world, modeling my lips. Fortunately, I haven't found the combo yet. Is the soundtrack included? No, but you can get the soundtrack. It's just Lo-Fi Girl on YouTube. Yeah, I could show my finished products later. I have a couple right here that I did for my coloring card collection. So I have coloring cards, so they come blank. They come like this, and then you get them and you can color them however you like and write a little note on the inside, send it to your loved ones. This is how we did this. We did this last week on live. And then I did this one in my spare time. And I love it. I love it. And I can show you some of the past pages in this book. We did this. We did the coloring with two different. We did expensive versus inexpensive materials for this one. We did this one together right before Thanksgiving with the plaid background. Yeah, I don't really have spare time in my other time. This one, she over here. Ugh. I'm trying to scooch all over, but it doesn't want to go. She's cute. This is one of my faves. Love you. Hope you're doing well. Someone was like, I hope you framed it and don't just keep it in your book. I'm like, excuse me? Of course I keep it in a book. Yes, I drew all these images. I make these coloring books with my art. Alright. I love the sweater one too. I do. I do. Why didn't the teal dress one get posted? Teal dress. Teal dress. Did I not post that one? This one? There was something wrong with the footage of this one, if this is the one you're talking about. Yeah, the footage didn't export correctly. So, I need to figure that out. I think it's still sitting in there, so I should be able to, but we'll see. Did you post the blue door? No, I haven't edited any of the ones from last week yet. Those ones will go up this week. So, I'm probably gonna do the coloring card first, because I had to do the brick. I didn't do the brick for the door one yet. So, and honestly, like, on the list of priorities, it is sliding down. So it might be just a wall and not a brick wall. But I'm gonna try it out on some scrap paper and see, like, is it hard or am I thinking too much about it? I gotta think about the scale of the brick. Do I want it to be big brick or a little brick, in between brick? I gotta think about it. We shall see. Not all the way sold on the brick. I have to look at it again. I do have a bundle. I have a bundle that has 4 out of 5. I need to update a bundle. I'll do that in the new year, where you can get all 5. The bundle will probably switch to not include volume 2, which is the Christmas version, once we go into the new year. So, because that's a limited edition, it comes out of the vault only for Christmas in July and then actual holiday season. We have a lot of things to work on to get together. And I got PayPal called me today. Like actual PayPal. I'm like, hello. Who is this? And they're like, hey, based off of the volume that you're doing in your shop, like you qualify for X, Y, and Z. I'm like, tell me more, Robert. So he was telling me some things that we qualify for, which sound very interesting and would unlock a lot more opportunities for us to create product faster. So I'd love to see it. I said, listen, Rob, send me an email. And I'll give you a buzz once I talk to Mr. Coco about this. Okay? I will. And I was like, hey, Robert from PayPal called. My man's a Capricorn. He said, what was he talking about? I got your attention. Okay? He put that phone down real quick. What was he saying? Exactly. So, yeah, we'll see. We shall see. It's looking good. It's looking like we're going to be able to hire our first employee in the new year. Thank God. Thank God. Because we are at the max capacity. We can't do one more thing. And there's a lot of things that are getting not done because we're at max capacity. So, I'm ready. Oh, and that was the color Brun YR10 by Woohoo. If I don't mind, how did I start the coloring book business? So, left boot tip. No, I understand. Anyway, so I actually started with a stationery business, and we sold like coloring books. Before we sold coloring books, we sold greeting cards. We sold journals, mugs, housewares, like you name it. If I could put my art on it, I sold it. And I really focused on building up my community and listening to the things that they wanted. Okay, just making sure. And then last year, I released a coloring book as just like another product in our line, not with any real expectation of it to turn into what it has. I felt like it was a great idea. When I launched it, no one cared. So I just started coloring in it on TikTok, and that's when it really started to get some traction, start becoming a thing. But the coloring book is not even like, it's our biggest category now, but it is not the majority of the business that we do. Like, we still have a huge business in our stationery, greeting cards, journals, phone cases, all of that stuff. Also just like me doing collaborations, sponsorships, and all of that stuff also drives a lot of income, which helps support me to be able to do things like create more coloring books. You know? So, I did it for a long time with not much reward in terms of monetary reward, but lots of gratification and fulfillment and being active in my community and doing something that made a difference and made people feel good. So I kept doing it even though the coins were not coining for a long time. The coins were not coining. It was giving starving artist. Okay, but I didn't have the waistline to justify that. I felt like as a starving artist, where's the waist? Something's gotta give. Something's gotta give. So I started getting the coins up, okay? Had to get the coins up to match the waistline. Had to. And now we're doing our thing. Doing our thing. And my husband thinks we can do everything ourselves forever because he's African. And that's the way he's set up. He just wants to work hard forever. Me? No. I want soft life. I want soft life. I want to come on here and do hood rat things with my friends and then log off and go to bed like y'all. Okay? Having a business, I thought 9 to 5 was bad. Child, a 9 to 5 is a side hustle at this point. Entrepreneurship, there is no off. There is no down. There is no PTO. This is what you do forever. It is literally 24/7. Okay, literally. I'm brushing my teeth. I'm responding to emails. Okay, I'm in the shower. I'm thinking about what the new product launch is gonna be. How am I gonna communicate it? What are the things I need to edit? I'm watching a movie. I'm editing a TikTok. I'm like, ooh, it's quiet at home. I can just relax. No, this is the time to do a voiceover. You know? It's a huge commitment. So, the thing is, when there's a difference between being self-employed and having a business. Right now, I'm very much self-employed. And there's a big difference because if I'm not here, the business can't run without me. That's how you know. I went through this workshop. What was it called? The workshop at Macy's 2 years ago. And one of the things that they said is like, if your business cannot operate without you, then it is not a small business. You are self-employed. And I was like, okay, fair enough. And they said you need to start firing yourself. Like as you get more capital and get consistent income, you need to fire yourself from tasks that you are not good at, from tasks that you do not enjoy, and get somebody who specializes in it and who can do it well so that you are not burnt out at every second of the day. And I'm like, I am very much burnt out. I am very much burnt out. So I have been waiting for the day to fire myself from a lot of things. And it's coming. It's coming. Heavy on to get somebody else to do it. Heavy. So, because the thing is that I'm an artist. I didn't train to do all this other stuff. I've been doing it out of necessity, but I know there's people that can do it better. And there's a lot of things that my customers don't get the experience that I want them to because I can't keep up with it. And I just come on and ask for your grace, which you guys always give to me, and I love you for it. But I want to operate smooth, you know? I don't want to be stressed all the time. And we have a really good, high quality product. We care, and we don't play about our big business, okay? So I'm excited for the next chapter. I'm excited for the next chapter. What kinds of things would you hire someone to do? First we want like a digital assistant to help with all things in terms of like maintaining the website, keeping the products up to date, descriptions, wholesale. There's a lot of behind the scenes things for wholesale that you have to do to set up the products on their websites. And just like a lot of the administrative things that come to maintaining our digital storefront. Definitely need someone for customer. Jamila said hire her for customer relations. She would get y'all together, okay? We definitely need someone for customer support, and then we definitely need someone for operations. So Mr. Coco isn't packing by himself. Those are the big three. For sure. All right. I'm trying to see. I'm gonna do these pumpkins next. So let me scoochity scooch. I don't even know what the qualifications would be for the digital job yet. And I feel like for these positions, like for the customer relations, like I'm gonna tell y'all what to say, you know? Like, okay, here's how you handle these kind of situations, how to escalate, how to recover, how to respond to things, look into things, etc. So it's not so much that I need someone who has experience in that. I just need someone who can follow directions and be consistent and keep their cool, because I cannot. And then for the digital position, I feel like I wouldn't want to hire someone, like it would be an entry level job, because you'll be our first employee. I don't want somebody who comes from Macy's, who's been doing this for 2 years and, you know, has a certain level of expertise and procedure and all the stuff that we're going to be building along the way. So I need someone who has like entrepreneurial spirit, who wants to be a part of the process of building out what that role looks like, you know? You kind of want to have to be someone who wants to be a business owner yourself, I feel like, to get the most out of working with a business like us. So that would be my thought process. Where do you get your inspiration for features, the clothes, and the background? I'm so curious. I went to school for fashion design, so that's where I got my art situation from. So a lot of that is just from me naturally being interested in fashion and design. And then I also just spend a lot of time looking for things to be inspired by. I spend a lot of time in books, Pinterest, anywhere that I can find beautiful things, you know? So, IT specialist, listen, I would love that. I need that too. I need all of that. I'm just looking for a pumpkin color. By the way. When will you take some time to rest? Next week. Into the new year, I'm going to be really sporadic on here. So I have people coming into town. I have a lot of things going on for the holidays. So I'm really going to take the time to end out the year chilling as much as I can. And then in the new year, it's going to be, and also during that time, just focusing on how we can strategically get to the next place, get to the place where we can hire and do what we have to do so that we can have a little bit more balance. Because, this is me and my man that do this. So when I'm stressed, he's stressed, and vice versa. And when we spend time together, just us, like, we're talking about work, we're talking about the kids, like, we gotta talk about some other stuff. Like, nothing, just talk about nonsense like we used to. So we gotta get some more balance. And I love my man. But it's important to have that balance. So, but regardless, we love what we do. Wouldn't change it. Every decision we've made up to this point, I would do it again. Even the ones that bit me in my backside. The lessons that came out of it were immeasurable. And there's a lot more to learn. And we're entering our next phase. We were in this phase for a long time. A long, long time. This color is Quince, by the way. Y4. By Hulu. Oh, someone just asked right when I said that. Great minds. We were thinking the same thing. Like, Andrea, did you tell them the color of the pumpkin? I really like it because it's like this like in-between kind of orange. And I think it's going to look really nice once I put some colored pencil on top. Boom, boom, boom. All right. It's getting a little squeaky. Have I used this color before? I know I've used it in the past, but I don't think I've used her like that. For her to be trying to clog out on a girl. Alright. Let me find the orange colored pencil. How do you get your color so solid? It's mostly the materials you use. So using, oh my god. I just dropped like 6 markers. Using alcohol-based markers will give you a much smoother finish than water-based markers. So that's always my first recommendation. And you will have a lot better results that aren't so streaky. I use Ohuhu markers. They're a little more on the pricey side, but they are not as bad as Copics. And for me, he's worth it. He's worth it. Alright, let me check. Okay, this is nice. I kind of want to start with the darker color though. Is this darker? Slightly. Slightly darker. Love it. Something about pumpkins makes me want to bring it back to the old school, darker outline, lighter inside. It just works for me every time when I do the pumpkins. Something about it. I've been coloring for a year, but I'm an artist. I think to me, it's obvious that I'm the artist, but that it shouldn't be. It's not obvious if you just see me for the first time. So I need to do a better job of clarifying. I am an artist. I made the books. So although I haven't been coloring long in the traditional sense of coloring, I've been making art for 20 years, which is probably more of the question. Here you go, my love. I'm moving this around. I see lots of questions in the chat. Do you see it? Bing, bada, bing, bing, bing. Billboard. Putting it back here. But I think it's important to disclose the fact that I'm an artist, because I know people can get discouraged because they are like, I want to buy the book, but I know it's not going to look like that. But I'm an artist, you know? It's just, I made the book myself. So I would hope I would be able to color it to an elevated degree. That would be embarrassing if I was getting showed up. So don't stress if it doesn't look like mine. And to be honest, y'all are already surpassing me. Okay? I done gave you all the tips and the tricks. Y'all out here doing your thing. And I love to see it. I love to see it. In the Discord for the coloring group, it's like, I get so proud. I'll be showing my husband, look what the coconuts did. I showed him one. He was like, you? That's the one you just colored? I'm like, I didn't color this. This is a coconut. He was like, oh, damn. Yeah. Very talented. Very talented. Y'all are surpassing me. You are. It's happening. The grasshoppers are passing the sensei. The sensei. Okay? And that's what's supposed to happen, okay? That just means I'm doing a good job teaching and you're doing a good job listening. Everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. And y'all are killing the game. And I love it. I'll quit with the curls. Listen, it takes a long time. A lot of it is repetition. So as long as you don't get discouraged to the point where you give up, you will improve. That's all it comes down to. You can't outcolor me, LOL JK. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I can't. I'm never too proud to give credit where credit is due. And some of y'all in here are already there. Already. I'm bowing down. I told y'all I'm about to start putting y'all in the rotation. It's gonna be Coco and Friends. It's Coco and Friends. We all gonna be on here. Yes, that was Spanish Orange. And this is Cream by Karen Dash. We all gonna be on here coloring for real. Ooh, this looks... I feel like I could just pull it out like a loose tooth. This lead is not secure. One wrong move, and it's gonna be going flying. I kind of feel like I want a little more depth. A little more depth. Let's see what Sienna Brown will add to this. You know, I just can't leave stuff alone. I just need like a little more volume. I'm not gonna do too much with it. But just a little something to give it the je ne sais quoi. Okay. Just a little something. Alright. The Christmas book by itself, is it sold out? If it fell off the site, then it's sold out. I could put it back up. Well, I gotta ask. I gotta ask the big guy. I should be able to put it back. I should be able to. I'm just doing stuff now. This is when I know it's time to wind down, when I just start doing stuff. It's not achieving the look I'm seeing in my mind. And obviously, I'm putting air quotes around that. Because, you know, I'm Fantasia with the big P, not the little one. Period. Alright. Yeah, this poppy red is more along the lines of what I'm looking for. Alright. Yeah, Chris just got here. Where Chris been? Yeah, poppy red is so stunning, right? She's kind of eating it up. I'm just going back in with the Spanish yellow to blend. This is giving a little bit more of what I wanted. Oh, you was making dinner? Hey, girl. Alright. Going in with my white mini Prisma. And a little shiny shine to our shiny pumpkin. Scratchy scratch marks. Stunning. Now, let's color the stem. Alright. I usually do like this kind of alternating thing on the stems. No reason other than I like it like that. Do y'all see me being compassionate? Always. I always see you being compassionate. What is this about? Always. All right. Let's do the cream pumpkin now. I'm going to use similar colors to what I used in her blonde hair. Keep the cohesion, keep the cohesion. They called you a correction officer. Why y'all call her a correction officer? She's a mod, okay? She does her job. And I love her for it. Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't move it. You know, we just gotta make sure sometimes the new kids come in a little too hot. A little too hot. And then they get the vibe where we don't do that here. Okay? We're kind and compassionate here. And she's just here as a reminder to keep it cute and keep it compassionate. That's all. That's all it ever was. Oh. Of course, the color I needed was one of the ones that jumped off the side of my desk. Right. Alright. I love it. So I'm going to kind of wash it out using this cream colored pencil. Some of the usernames be cracking me up because I thought somebody was calling me a bum, but it's just that their name is You Bum. It's always the usernames for me. I know I love this cream pencil. Look what it's doing. It's doing exactly what I needed to do. It's really taking that cream Ohuhu. She knows she's not cream. She ain't no diva. Okay? And the true cream is coming. Okay? The true cream has arrived. Alright. Perhaps a little. Is this gonna do what I wanted to do? No. I want to use this ginger root color pencil so bad. I gotta find the appropriate time for her. Soon come, grasshopper. Soon come. Where's my regular peach color pencil? There it is. The blonde with her skin, right? Thank you. This is so cute. Stunning. What's that sound I'm hearing? I'm over here looking like a dog. My ears twisting out left, right. I feel like I'm hearing all kinds of sounds. I don't like that. What's that? Who's there? Hey. Be real jumpy. That'd be so crazy. Someone like break in and they just come into my closet and see me in here coloring with a ring light online. But that's not what you were expecting. You thought you found something. You thought you was gonna find some jewelry in here. Nope. Just a 30-year-old in a coloring book and 500 of her closest friends online. Nice try, buddy. I know you're back there. Casey, I still do that. There's a thing I've been doing for over 10 years now. When I get into my car at night, just in case, as a precaution, okay? I get in the car and I scream, I know you're back there. In the off chance that someone really is back there, you want to beat them to the punch. The element of surprise, okay? If you get in your car and you scream, I know you're back there, and someone is back there, they will 100% be caught off guard. Shocked. Shocked. And you have to say it with your chest, okay? Say it with your chest. Don't do a little, I know you're back there. That's not going to scare anybody. You need them to think you're crazy. And that they picked the wrong one. And they'll just get out the car. It's never come to that. So what happens next that you catch them off guard? Well, now you know that they're in there. You get out the car. Because you're going to scare them. They'll be, ah! And then you're like, oh, there's actually someone in the car. You're going to get back out the car. You're going to run. You're going to scream and run. And you're going to tell Siri to call your man. And tell your man to come get you. That's my plan. That's my plan. Luckily, nothing has ever come to that, but whispering, I know you're back there is scarier. It might be creepier, but it might not get them to say anything. We need them to make their presence known, you know? We need them to be concerned. Now, to like not seem like a total crackhead, what I'll do is I'll just shine my light in the backseat before I get in. But if I forget, solid, shout it out. I know you're back there. You could embellish it. You could hit them, I have a gun. You know, some whatever you have to do. You'll never get in the car the same. And that's for the better. Okay? That's for the better. That's it. Yeah, this is real cute. I'm glad that we did our pants green, because then when we do the plants, it's all gonna be snatched. It's all gonna be snatched. Love that for us. Love it, love it, love it. I'm gonna do something real simple for her undershirt, just to bring in the colors from her hair. I'm just trying to keep it all cohesive for now. So that was the brick beige again. We used that in her hair. And then I'm gonna come over it with the Diva. She ain't no diva. This is really scary to use because it just wants to break. But it can't. But it can't. The necklace is already colored. Is this the coloring page in volume 4 coloring book? It is. No, this is volume 5. This is volume 5. Right? Yes. I can't believe I have 5 coloring books. How'd that happen? Alright, y'all. I think this is a good stopping point because I'm starting to get cross-eyed and I'm tired. And I came on a little earlier than usual, okay? Give me credit for that. I know some of y'all gonna be mad at me anyways, and that's fine. I'm sorry. I still love you. But I'll be back on live tomorrow. Brie, I have not seen the Beyonce movie yet. I told my husband to take me. I said, find something to do with these kids and take me to see Beyonce this week. Thank you. Thank you. So I will keep you guys posted on that. But this is a good stopping point. Now we just have little elements in the background. This will be an easy finish next week. Next week. Tomorrow night. Let me not really freak y'all out. Tomorrow night. I don't know why I said next week. So, you flew to Europe to see the concert. I didn't see the concert. I was trying to buy a house. So this is my thing. I'm not gonna dress up and do all that stuff. I don't have that kind of energy. I will show up as a basic yet loyal fan, and I will spend my coin, and I think it's gonna be inspiring. So I'm prioritizing it. But I love y'all, and I will see you guys tomorrow for sure. Good night.